And we are live! Hello and welcome
Hello.
to this week's episode of Vampire the Dark Ages, Isle of the Damned. I'm joined with my lovely vampire crew as usual, and I think we're going to do some introductions. We're going to do so in an interesting order that will become relevant very soon. Starting off with Blue. Why don't you introduce yourself and the vampire you are playing?
Hello, everyone. I'm Blue, and tonight I will be playing Gwyneth, Prince of Peel, and Lan Zamitzi.
Very nice. Next up, we will look at our Lysandra, Iris. Rebecca, introduce yourself and your character.
Look, I'm just so good that I consistently embody my character. But,
Iris, please introduce Rebecca.
well, brain freeze. Hi,
My name's
my name
Rebecca.
is... Shh, I don't need your help. Hi, my name's Rebecca, and I play Iris the Sombra. And I'm a sister of the cloth.
All right, up next, Thomas, introduce yourself and your gang roll for us.
Hello, my name is Thomas, and I am playing Randolph, Clan Gangrel.
Very nice. Next up, Mars, give us an introduction of yourself and your character.
Yes, all right. I am Mars, and I play Maud, and she is an Aramanes.
Very nice. And last and certainly not least, Drew, give us an introduction of your venture.
Oh my gosh, you remembered me this week. Hi, I'm Drew. I play Sir Oliver the Ventru. I'm happy to be here. Thanks everybody for coming.
All right then. And with that, hello, I am Mark, aka the CatsMeow, and I will be your storyteller for tonight. As we make our way through the 4th episode of this Isle of the Damned series. I think with that, we could probably jump right into it with a recap of the last episode. Is there anyone that would like to add anything about the recap that they remember?
I have notes.
Same.
I have notes, and I did it last time.
Right.
Would anyone
There was
like?
a battle.
Sure.
I
Battle
have
of
notes,
notes.
says Rebecca, as I see a guest go on my notes.
Shut up! Go out me, you bastard! I will kill you IRL. I got
Go
my
forth
passport,
and read
damn it!
from episode 3.
I'm gonna fly in just to strangle you.
I have notes also.
But yes. We
Go, Thomas,
had
notes.
Sigurd. Sigurd kidnapped Orla or Catherine, and is riling people up to a point of civil war. Sir Oliver's sire mentioned that someone named Henty, who's his broodmate, or Henry, who is his broodmate, is around. Get out of
They
here!
were broodmates.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, they were broodmates.
That's not his sire. That's his.
No.
That's
No. Anyway, Henry's your broodmate, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said.
There was no sire involved.
Yes, we heard the name of the sire, who was Baron Ithilbert, but he didn't show up.
Yes. Okay.
We looked for Marana, who was nowhere to be found. Maud, Sir Oliver, and Captain Blackwood went to battle in the front lines.
Das.
Yeah, and Randolph and Iris went sneaking into a warehouse. The battle went pretty well. Sir Oliver routed the enemies, and Maud and another commander, who we think was Irish, were sparring with axes, I believe.
You had an
And
axe,
Yeah,
and
I
we had a
think.
spear.
He
yeah,
convinced Lord Duncan not to participate, so he fucked off.
right,
Yeah.
yes. And we tried to use some shadow magic to pull
We.
it was we were working as a team.
Oh, you're not.
Randolph and Iris went, look, do you want to do the summary? I'll kill you.
Would you like the link to the notes?
No. Anyway, um we didn't do so well, and we both botched, or we both failed, and we made a bunch of noise, and that's where we left off. And then Prince Atticus declared praxis over the entirety of the Isle of Man.
As well, I think at the beginning, I think we started off with like a little flash of Randolph doing shit,
Yeah.
crawling through the mud, and then killing
Flashback.
people.
The beast within.
Yeah.
Ooh, that reminds me. I should play some music for us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes. The music. Ah, yes, the vibes are here.
The vibes have arrived.
Yes.
All right then. And with that, I think we can jump right into this week's episode with a preamble. Our scene begins with a vivid vision of the past, as we see a familiar figure to us all. One Gwynedd, imposing, powerful, but also surprisingly human, especially for a member of his own clan. He spent time in the company of monsters, horrifying creatures that defy explanation and understanding. Yet Gwynedd seemed to turn out all right, at least compared to most. We see Gwynedd as he walks through a small town, smiling and waving to the townsfolk as they smile and wave back. It's a serene and beautiful night, as stars glitter in the sky and soft, warm lights glow from the windows of the cottages. But then something changes. We see a smile that aligns Gwyned's face falter as his face shifts to a deeper, more serious look. As the camera pans up past the children playing in the streets under the night sky, we see a body that hangs from a building. A woman, once beautiful, battered and broken, hanging from a noose. Her body sways gently in the night breeze. We then watch as this peaceful scene shifts. Now it is a city set ablaze. The peaceful sounds of laughter is replaced with screams of pain and fear and death, until even the most ear-piercing of screams are drowned out by the crackling of fire as buildings collapse upon them. Amidst this chaos, we see Gwynedd walk away from the village, cradling in his arms the body of the woman. We watch as a single red tear rolls down his cheeks, as the flames are consumed by an enormous shadow, devouring the entire town behind him. We watch as we focus in on those eyes. We watch as they flicker between different colors. Blue, gold, before settling on a sickly, venomous, and bloody red. Before it settles down to the current color that we have known Gwenna to have in these nights. We see, as we zoom out to absorb Gwyneth's face, he is still in his study, standing at his desk as he holds in his hand the letter stamped with the seal of a lion, a claim of Praxis over the island, a claim for Praxis over what does not belong to this intruder. Gwyneth, I'd like you to make me a self-control roll. Difficulty 8.
Ooh. Let's see if I can figure out how to do that.
Yay!
Ooh.
We're
Yay!
learning.
Let's all
We love
play.
to learn.
How does this work?
Ba, ba, ba.
In the dice, there's actually your virtues up at the top,
Oh,
so
yep.
it should just have it ready to roll.
Ready
Oh,
to roll.
yeah.
Ready to roll.
Regular roll, regular no.
Regular no.
Yes.
Regular roll.
Regular roll.
Wait,
Regular
what,
no.
in attributes?
If you click on dice, it should be
Yeah.
right up at the top, under the first dice pools, above boosted attributes.
Mm.
There would be permanent willpower, temporary willpower, and for you, I believe, conscience,
self-control.
self-control, courage. Yeah,
Oh yeah, do you have to adjust them or does it do it automatically to be
automatically.
Automatically. You just need to set the number above to the difficulty, which in this case
Oh,
would
the
be 8.
difficulty, yep.
We're gonna find it.
It's at the very top.
Yeah, and like the dice tab,
Okay, I see conscience. Oh, okay.
Self-control.
Well, conscience and self-control are different. All right, so I'm just rolling self-control.
Yeah, you're rolling self-control.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ooh.
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 Ooh. 0 successes. Would you like to spend a point of temporary willpower to not lose control?
Sure.
Okay. You spend a point of willpower, and it takes all you can to not tear this letter into tiny pieces. To not pick up the desk in front of you and smash it against the wall. To turn this whole room into a destructive whirlwind. But you hold back. You temper the beast within. It takes all you can. Even as you're holding the letter, your fingers dig into the corners that you have grabbed it in, tearing little bits away from the paper. And at that point where it feels like the beast welling within cannot be contained no more, a whisper arrives at your ear. My, oh my, little princeling. You have found yourself in an unfortunate position.
Do I recognize the voice?
Oh yes, You have heard it once before, but it was quite a long time ago.
And you're amused, I suppose.
Oh yes, I'd say so. What's the matter, old friend? Upset?
Why should I answer something you already know the answer to?
Oh, come now. There's no need for hostility. After all, I'm here to help. With this, we see a coalescing figure of shadow appear around you, almost in an embrace, as the figure begins to manifest before you. Large horns of shadow with a pointed beard, wispy and wavy in the darkness. As Aaron forms around you,
I would like to step out of that embrace.
you walk through him, his form whispering off of you, as he just seems to settle down back into a corporeal-like state, but still thin and wispy and barely held together, as he says, "Oh, you're no fun. Come on now. Where's the pizzazz? The dramatics? I always remember that being your favorite part."
Of what? Discussions in the study?
Something along those lines. But I can tell that as much as you enjoy your snarky comments, there is something that pulls against your anger, as this thin, wispy claw falls forward and lands on top of but passes through the letter in your grip. I can help you know. You need
What is
only
your
to
offer?
ask.
What is your offer? Don't be coy. Out with it.
I will ensure that this so-called invader finds their attempted establishment troubled. I only require one thing.
Which is?
A vessel.
Seems unwise.
The best deals always seem so. But if I can be honest with you, you're no longer but a simple wandering bard. You have responsibilities.
True. I think I can take care of my own business. Always have.
You... Very well, if that's what you want to believe. But know that I'm only a whisper away if you need me. Oh, and a bit
Charming.
of warning to you. Do you remember the old stories of the bard?
View?
Do you remember the tale of your namesake?
Which one?
The fall. The end. Fate does
Why
not
don't
look
you tell me?
kindly upon the
Why don't you
Gwennet.
tell me again?
It was the ancient hero, the bard of ancient tales. who bespoke the downfall of the King of Gwynedd. You know who I speak of.
Do you?
So be careful, young princeling, for you may find yourself falling into a same trap of your namesake before. As I said, fate has a funny way of replaying its favorite tales. Over and over and over, and with each repeating of the word he leans forward, forward and forward until the shadowy expression is face to face with you. Before he grins, fading into the darkness, as there is a knock on the door. At this point, stepping in would be... let me get him. There we go. Stuart Anders.
Poor Anders.
As Anders steps in, he says, "My apologies, Your Grace. It seems there is more who wish to speak with you. I would say that they have requested a meeting, but it is more fair to say they have demanded one."
I see. And who might this person be?
Sister Morana.
Oh, well. Send her in.
Of course. That he walks out. But before we move to that, we move to a different scene. As we see two K-Knights sneaking their way through the night as we return back to the scene of you both within this large warehouse. Oh. Within this large warehouse, in which we have just seen Randolph desperately trying to hold on to this this bit of leverage as he was hoisting up Iris on a wooden pallet basically to get to the top floor before having to quickly duck away to hide from someone that seems to have come to investigate the open warehouse. We watch as Iris summoned forth the arms of Shadow to try and hold this rope in place so that the pallet didn't fall to the ground. However, in the last few moments, the rope slipped from the arms of these large coiling shadows, causing the wooden pallet to smash into the ground with a loud crash. With this, we hear the sounds of footsteps speed up.
How many does it sound like there are?
From what you can tell, one at the moment.
Grand.
As a figure steps in, well, I should say runs in, holding what looks to be a lantern. As he kind of brings it around the room. Now that this originally very dark room is illuminated, you can see there are a number of very old-looking boxes covered in dust and cobwebs. It looks like this place hasn't been used in quite some time. Aside from these large markings on the ground where it looks like something heavy was dragged through, displacing the dust, as you managed to notice before. However, as this man walks in and starts looking around, Iris, you manage to pull yourself back on the very top level, away from the light. As Randolph, you push yourself against one of the boxes, old-looking boxes, allowing the shadows to kind of fall around you. But you do not know how long you'll be able to hold this position.
Are my tentacles still up?
Yes, in the shadowy rafters above.
Okay. Thomas, what were you gonna say?
I would like Randolph in this moment, for a lantern doesn't hold the same naked red fear as a lit torch. I would like for there to be a moment where the light shifts as it looks elsewhere, where Randolph will try to sneak as best he can and subdue this person with the power of the kiss.
All right.
I could grab them with my tentacle and make it easier for you.
It's up to you.
Do it quick.
Yeah.
Would you like to attempt to? You can.
I would.
All right then. I believe you could use your arms to try and grab this guy. One thing to note: I believe your arms are limited to 6 feet, which is still a decent distance.
Indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, I can increase the length by spending 1 blood per 6 feet.
Okay. I'd say you probably have to spend probably 2 points of blood if you want 2 of them to extend down to grab him. Or you can just use one.
Because I'm gonna be hungry if I just do if I do more than one.
Alright. Spend 1 point of blood to cause one of the arms to extend and shoot down towards him. Make a... how many dots do you have in 3 dots. Roll me 3 dice at difficulty 7.
I'm so excited. I can't wait for you to tentacle slap this man.
Do it for you. That is 3 successes.
3 successes. So I think we watch as Randolph begins to sneak behind this man, getting ready to reach out to grab him, before from the shadows above, this large tendril extends out, wrapping around the man's body and then his mouth, as we hear a muffled sound of screaming as he's pulled up into the shadows.
You hold it out for Randolph.
And then it extends down before you as it kind of like turns around, and we see him like look at you with fear in his eyes, and you can hear the sounds of like muffled yelling, but there is no sound that comes out.
I would like to grab this man by the leg and bite into the femoral artery.
All right.
As I feed on this person, not all the way dead, because indeed my companion too is thirsty. I would like to drink 3 points of blood.
Okay.
As I
3 points
bite
of blood.
into his leg, and let the pleasure of the kiss overtake him and subdue him further while he's getting.
The muffled screaming eventually fades.
And how much can I take before he is dead?
Well, a human has 10 points of blood, but if you take... I mean, if he loses more than 6 in total, he's probably going to die.
Okay.
4 points of blood is not enough to sustain a human being.
I will take 1 just to get back that point that I spent.
So he is now at 6 points of blood. He is severely drained.
All right, wonderful teamwork. Hey, do you wanna keep him up there unconscious, or do you want me to put him in one of the boxes down here?
Put him somewhere where he'll be able to.
Keep him up there.
And just sort of look at him for a moment. He'll be fine, right? If we just leave him here.
Maybe unconscious for quite some time, but he won't get rained on. Chances are he'll awake in time.
Is there
As
a
he's
blanket?
talking, Randolph goes over and he takes the lantern in one hand, opens it, and extinguishes it, putting the warehouse in blackness again. But you can hear him as he walks around, and inured to the darkness as you are, you would probably see his form holding up a big tarp to the tentacles.
He'll take it and wrap it around him so that he can stay warm and has a chance of survival.
All right.
If these people are worth their salt, there's going to be another one. Check to see if there's anything inside that box, what Sister Marana wanted. Chances are, if we work fast, we can end this feud.
You note, Randolph. It has the image of a raven on it, but do not open the box. She was very specific in that. We don't want to be Pandoras, do we?
What?
I'll introduce you to mythology later.
If you want to drag an entire box across the countryside, that's one thing, but
We can put it somewhere safe. But I gave her my
Aye.
word that I wouldn't open it.
understood. In that case, lower it as best you can, and we can put it somewhere out of the way while we continue our mission.
Quite so.
I would say the pallet on the ground seems a little broken, so you're unsure if it will hold the weight of this large box. It might, but there's no guarantee.
Tentacles? Can they hold the weight or make up for the weight?
Maybe. It might, or it might cause it to come crashing to the ground.
Fuck. Well, see, I have a point of potence. We could probably, I don't know, figure out if we can carry it. Is there a ladder?
There is a ladder, but the ladder only goes up to the first floor, and you're on the second one.
Right.
The only way to and from was the
Yeah.
yeah.
The now broken pulley with the plank.
I could
All right.
I would be lying if I said I was the most handy person. I could look to see if there's a replacement pallet if your shadow ghoulies aren't up to the task of lowering it safely.
We could always try, but we saw how well using them for practical purposes went the last time.
How heavy is it? Could you use it lift?
Let me try. I mean, have we found it yet, Ethan?
Yeah, you saw it.
Okay, good. All right, then I try to lift.
Lift the box with the raven thing? Raven symbol?
Yeah, just
All right.
with hands, just a quick little
This should probably
tentative,
be... this should be like a straight up strength. So you roll
Okay.
strength, and you can add your potence, and you can spend a point of blood to turn the potences into order successes.
Double check my blood level.
Oh, I am no longer below half my blood.
Okay, good.
That hit the spot.
The beast is quelled. For now.
If my blood pool is, it should be good now, but if my blood pool is an odd number, half would be like
You'd round up.
okay, cool. So good now. If I spend a point, I will be at half.
Okay. That should be fine, so long as you're not below half. And if you're below a quarter,
Oops.
let me know.
Only
That's when
hope.
things get dire.
Yeah, so spending a point to auto success with my potence.
All
So
right.
does that mean that I roll without potence?
Yeah, so you just roll without potence, and the potence counts as an auto success. And this will be difficulty 8, as this is a heavy box.
Dummy.
It was
Ignore
a
that.
yeah, I was going to say,
I know.
wow, you rolled
Not a
really
natural
high.
20.
You got a 20 on a 10. Damn.
I know. I'm just that good. Can I just
On a
have
20, you get
that?
to explode twice.
Anyway. It's my Pendragon. Okay, I got a 9. So one success and an auto
Yes.
success. So 2 successes.
2 total successes. So you do manage to lift up about like your side of the box. But you do find that with the other side being quite heavy, you would need 2 people to be able to lift this, or you would need double the strength you have currently.
Okay, I can get about half, but it's very heavy.
And you're absolutely certain you can't look into it and see if there's anything lighter inside.
Randolph, I gave my word.
Words are worth nothing if you die, but alright. Is there a quick way up? Like, could I climb on the rope and see if there's a way to go there without risking the plank breaking further?
The way leverage works, no. You're heavier than the wood pallet.
Got you.
Because if you climbed up, you would the wood pallet would go up and you would go down. So that's how
Could
leverage
I...
works.
Indeed. Could I, from this position... So it looks like it might break, but not a certain thing?
Okay.
Not a certain thing. It may or may not. It's hard to tell.
Right. Randolph is going to see if he can take one side of the rope, see if he can stand on the wooden pallet and pull himself up.
You know what? Make me a strength athletics roll.
Absolutely. From last time, I had some strength blood buff, and I would in fact like to buff that even more by 2 points.
You may. To fortify the blood to increase the strength of your undead muscles.
Now, let's see if this works. 4 successes.
And out of curiosity, does this bring you above 5 in your strength?
It does, yes.
Okay.
It brings me to a total of 7.
Okay, so you focus your blood, pulling forth. We see there's like a moment where the muscles that we can see swell with blood for a moment before thinning out and strengthening, as we watch you with supernatural strength pull your way up all the way to the top.
There's a... before you see his head crest the lip of the attic, basically. And as he goes there, he's actually going to see if he can lift the wooden plank and put it on the awning of the second floor so it doesn't fall away.
With your current strength.
And then... Indeed. And then he's going to walk over to the box and he's going to say, all right, take this, put it down. The both of us will carry it. We'll put it somewhere safely in the bushes, and then we'll continue with our mission.
Right. Sure.
Let's do it.
I also climb down to the floor and then...
1, 2. Make sure to lift with your knees, not your back. 3.
What? Ugh.
Alright, I'd say with your guys' combined strength, you can lift it.
All right. Now, if your shadow thingamajiggies are still around, it's best if they can try and reinforce the base of the plank so it doesn't shatter as best it can, while also taking some of the weight away from it.
Right.
As I think the both of us, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, over to put it on the plank.
Alright. With that, the large wooden box sits on the plank. The wooden plank beneath creaks slightly, but then it seems fine.
Okay, good. Let's quickly, I think, or slowly,
Right.
or gently.
You go down. You go down with it, and I'll follow after once it's down.
All right. Yes. And we do so.
Alright then, make me another strength athletics roll. This is going to be difficulty 9. This is a lot of weight.
Indeed, it is a lot of weight. I would like to spend a willpower.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think I do too. All right, strength, athletics.
Come on, big money, no whammies. Big money, many whammies. 3 successes.
Whammies are bad.
Whammies are bad. Also, for Iris, you can roll your shadow tentacles.
Ooh.
That's
Which
3.
I think you got 4, right?
I got 4, yeah.
Yeah, 4. So I'll give you 7 dice for this. Same difficulty.
Cool.
In this moment, Randolph wears the blood well, supernatural strength, seeming to make him more comfortable in his form rather than less.
So modifier, so that would be 4 on the modifier, or
7, he said.
7.
no, not the dip.
Oh,
So
the
a
difficulty.
modifier of 7.
You would have 7 total dice because it'd be 3 plus 4 for the amount of tentacles you have. And then it would be difficulty 9.
Okay, I'll just roll it in the dice roller instead of
Ah.
the thingy. Because I don't know if modifier like just adds
Modifier
points or adds
dice.
actual dice. Okay, that's what
Just
I was
adds dice.
asking.
Mhm.
Got you. So then I'll go back and do that. Oop. Difficulty 9. I got single success with my willpower.
Alright. 3 total successes. We watch as Randolph and the... Oh yeah, 4. Randolph and the shadow tentacles begin to lower the large box with the pallet. Slowly, we watch as Randolph is slowly letting this go, his hands straining. We watch as the rope literally begins to like cut into the undead flesh as he's slowly letting it go with a strong grip on it. We watch for a moment where it looks almost as if he's about to be picked up by this thing, but he manages to hold back, slowly lowering it. The shadows barely holding this thing until it reaches a point where the shadows can no longer reach, unless you would like to spend 4 points of blood.
Absolutely not.
The shadows
I
pull
love you,
back,
Randolph, but
allowing it to slowly go down further. We reach the first level. At this point, I'd like one of you to roll me a d10 and tell me high or low.
you want to roll it, or I can roll it and you call it, Thomas?
Go for it. You roll, and I'm gonna call low.
Hmm.
That's the opposite of
Promise.
low.
That's the opposite of low.
Suddenly, as
That's
you're
a-
lowering it
that's-
down and it reaches the first level, there is a loud crack. And Randall, you stop for a second.
You okay?
It cracks apart as the large box falls to the ground. Iris, you fall down with it, hitting the ground with a loud bang. I'd like you to roll your stamina. Difficulty
boy.
7 as you collapse onto the ground.
I was doing my best vampiring up here, but the laws of physics had to get in the way.
Sorry, difficulty 7, you said?
Yes, difficulty 7.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Dodge, baby!
You can't botch on soak, I believe.
Can't botch on soak, so you don't take extra damage. You just don't soak the damage. So we watch as you land on the ground. Unprepared, you land awkwardly on your leg as it bends at an odd angle, and we hear a crack. Of course, being a vampire, you don't really feel pain in the same way. Instead, you feel anger and hunger. Randolph, you peek over to see Iris on the ground, leg bent at an odd angle, and the box on the ground next to her.
Ah, that looks nasty. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I just need some blood to fix it, and I'll be fine. But until then, I'm not very happy, am I?
For
And
note,
you
you,
don't want
took
me to.
2 points of lethal damage.
Cool.
Oh,
Actually, no, this is 3 points of lethal damage. This is you've reached the point where you
Great.
have injury penalties.
Uh-huh.
Now that I'm up here, is there a way down that would not result in a lethal amount of damage?
You could attempt to climb down.
I would like
You could
to
also
climb down.
just attempt to jump down and see if you can soak it.
I'd prefer to climb down. I've got fortitude and I'm relatively
Okay.
confident in my ability to soak, but it's best to make the effort to climb
Okay.
down first.
Also, I've decided to change my mind again. It's actually 2 points of lethal damage.
Okay, cool.
Looks real bad. No, it looks fine.
Oh, it doesn't look as bad as you thought. So this is going to be another strength athletics to climb down. I think with
Difficulty?
your this will be a difficulty 7. I assume you'd use your actually no, because you need to spend blood for your claws, right?
I do.
Yeah, claws would make it easier, but it costs blood, so it's up to you whether or not you want to use them.
Yeah, I might need to use my claws later on, but for now, if you see burglars breaking into a place with claws for hands, it's a little more suspicious.
Fair.
For now, we'll go with difficulty 7 and see how it rolls. 2 successes.
Okay, you managed to climb down fine.
You see Randolph scuttling like a demented, badly dressed squirrel as he reaches one of the posts and scuttles down. He's going to walk over to Iris and will offer a hand to her.
She'll take it.
If you have the blood to heal yourself, I recommend doing it. That made a lot of noise, and we're going to need to get this box, Lady Morana's box, somewhere out of sight.
If I do be very hungry, are you willing to hold me down should the worst happen?
These are mortals. I know that you care for them, and I will stop you from doing something you regret.
At this point, the sounds of boots upon cobblestone can be heard. Numerous. making their way towards you.
She will spend the blood to heal herself. How much
2 points.
is it?
It'd be 2 points of blood. It'd be a point of blood per lethal damage.
Okay. I am potentially at a quarter
Okay.
or just before that, depending on how.
Okay. You always round up, is the way I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, I'm a send you, and then you can tell me if I am at
Okay.
quarter or not. I think I am, but
Alright.
Now, I don't have hurt, but I'm doing okay.
Pride would be your downfall.
Yeah,
pride,
that would
it's
definitely
just-
be a quarter.
yeah, that's what I thought.
The
I'll get you
beast
some food.
within calls, hungry. And you hear the sounds of footsteps outside, waiting meals ready to be devoured.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You
Out the
hungry.
back. Keep yourself out of sight. Speed and stealth is the name of the game.
Alright.
Quite so.
I imagine you'll probably be trying to make your way out. We'll say for this case, there is another door on the other side, but it is
Mhm.
barred.
No problem. If it's barred from the inside, we can just lift it.
Yeah.
If it's locked in that position, then
Take the bar off. Do you place it on the ground or throw it to the ground?
he's gonna place it on the ground. This bar didn't
Okay.
do anything to him. It's blameless in this. It's an innocent victim.
With that, the door opens. Just as you do, you see behind you at the open door to the warehouse, light is beginning to shine forward as the footsteps get closer and closer.
Move, move.
Okay.
And presumably we're both taking the box and
Mhm.
Ocean's 11 music playing
Mhm.
as we frantically, one starving K-Knight, one harried K-Knight,
actually-
doing our best to get it outside.
You get to the door, and you realize the box is too big to get through the door. You'd have to take it through the other door of the warehouse that's actually made to move big boxes out of it. This one's just made for people.
This sucks.
Mm.
What if we
Uh,
pivot it?
No, I don't think we got the time.
Like move it like a couch.
Kind of move. If that's an option, we'll try it. But
No, it's a
I've
big
got a
box.
question.
It's not gonna get through.
It's a cube.
I've got a question for you, Mr. Mark.
Yep.
With my skill in poaching and other sneakery, would I know if there's a good place to hide this box, or maybe get another tarp to cover it with, so it looks like it's part of the rest, and
You
it
could-
doesn't look like it's the, yeah.
You could probably do that, but you would be, it would take, essentially, if you did, you wouldn't have a lot of time to hide. You'd have maybe a few seconds before they arrived once you did that.
Go, get out the back, get to the forest. I'll meet you soon.
Leave you.
There you are. You're gonna eat these people. You don't want to do that.
Fine.
While he's talking, he's like, oh,
Alright, it's fine.
She'll do so.
Watch you push this box to the side, grabbing a tarp and pulling it closer over it. I will say these tarps are, because it's medieval ages, are like sewn together. They're like, maybe
Burlappy?
wool? Burlappy? It might be burlap, actually. You managed to pull it over the box just in time as you just begin to see the running boot make its way to the door entrance, and you have maybe 2 seconds to do something. What do you do?
I think Randolph, with his skill in... I know what he's going to do. He's gonna do something weird. I would like, within this 2 seconds, the span of a round, to spend 3 blood points, because that will give me time. And change into the shape of a beast, of a bird.
Okay. We watch as we get like a look of Randolph before quickly we turn around. Well, we watch as he turns around to face the doorway. As the camera pans to see the doorway, as we watch 3 men run in, each holding torches, as they stand in the doorway. Before we cut back to the scene to see a bird sitting on the standing on the ground.
The bird flies out the door.
I think with that we see the guys walk in, walk around, shine the torches, as we just hear one of them in Norse go, "Fucking birds!"
Hooray!
As the bird flies out, do any of these people... they're not like wearing clan markings, and none of them is wearing a crown or a circlet or a big banner that says, "I am Sigurd"?
No, all these guys are wearing they're wearing helms, and they're wearing probably like simple, tough, boiled leathers, that kind of stuff.
Like they might be city guard or something.
Not city guard. City guard would probably be a little more well armored. These guys just look to be general warriors.
Got you.
Very Norse styling. You would guess that these are probably the people that have joined up with Sigurd.
I will say this. As much as Randolph would like to continue the mission, a member of his pack and one of his friends is in a decently bad way. As he's in the bird form and flying, does he catch sight of the moving iris?
I would say so, as we cut back to Iris to see what Iris is doing.
Yeah. Iris probably ran quickly to get a decent ways away, but then once she was, slowed down and sort of just maintained normal, casual speed. So a bird could easily catch up to her.
I will say for you, Iris, you can feel the stirring within. The beast calls for blood. It demands it. And you don't know how long you have before it takes over.
I would like to activate... Yes, sorry.
Oh, just that's it. Just praying under her breath and pushing it, trying to push it down.
I am a big bad vampire. I would
Yeah,
like
you
to
are.
activate... Thank you. I would like to activate another power to provide for my friend.
What to activate?
I would like to activate Call of the Wild. I want to summon, it doesn't have to be many, in fact I would prefer it to just be 1 or 2, elk.
Okay. Let's look up how this power works. Do you have the power with you written somewhere?
I do. Call of the Wild. I roll Charisma Survival, difficulty 6, and depending on the successes I roll, various animals within earshot respond. I imagine as a bird in the sky, I can caw it out a fair amount, but not for a very long time. But considering that we're out of like the city, I imagine there's some kind of wild animal.
Makes sense. I believe there is an increase to difficulty if it is a prey animal, like an elk.
That might be true. Let me quickly look that up.
Because I know it's much easier to summon predators.
Well, if I get a wolf, that might be fine.
Who
No,
knows?
that's for giving orders to
Is that giving orders?
prey animals with
Okay.
Whispers of the Wild, yeah.
Okay, then. In that case, make the roll.
Let's see how this goes. Charisma, not my highest. Survival is good, but I don't have a specialty for it. And you get to eat like I do. You get to eat animals.
Aww.
Unless I
No.
botch.
Oh.
3
I'll eat you.
successes.
3 successes.
The power of the blood echoes through the sky as the beasts and the prey wild, they kind of heed the call of their hunter. And though it is not me who shall be feeding from them, it is the beast-ravaged La Sombra.
For you, Iris, the intense feelings of the beast is drowned out by the loud call of a bird screeching through the air before you see appearing out of a nearby forest a number of stags. Specifically, actually, no, a number of deer, specifically a stag and a doe, that slowly walk their way over to you.
Right. Is it okay?
Move up closer to them. I will say at this point, Randolph, you managed to land nearby Iris. Whether or not you transform back is up to you. But you watch as Iris reaches out, grabbing a hold of this. Are you feeding from the stag or the doe?
Probably the stag.
Okay. As you reach out, holding onto the stag, we watch as Iris does hold onto the stag. Iris's fingers dig into the fur as we watch blood begin to well from the surface from that claw. Though it's not an actual claw, it's just the strength of her fingers as she bites into the neck of this beast, feeding forth upon its animal blood as we watch the creature begin to lower itself down, almost kneeling, as she drinks and drinks and drinks. Does Iris plan to stop or drain this thing dry?
Yeah, she doesn't want to kill it.
Alright. Instinct roll, difficulty 9. Oh, sorry, self-control roll, difficulty 9. You are hungry.
Hi, hungry.
So
The
hungry.
nature of the prey
So
to
hungry.
feed the predator. So, I mean,
Hey, I think I want like 5 pizzas. Say hungry. I know we did just go over this earlier, but where am that located? Is it a primary?
right
It's
up
on the
top.
dice.
Dice.
Yeah.
Under dice, got you.
And you set the number as the difficulty in the section above.
And you said self-control, correct?
Self-control, difficulty 9.
Not 96.
Not difficulty 96.
That'd be crazy. Oh
I
no.
got 0 successes. Yeah.
Blood wells into Iris's mouth, and the beast takes over. Her hand grips into the fur, blood welling to the surface as we watch the flesh of this creature begin to tear. We see the eyes of it grow concerned for a moment before consigning itself to its fate, as it closes its eyes and falls to the ground slowly, as Iris drains every last drop from this creature. Iris, as you pull your fangs back, you see this creature dead before you. And yet, the beast still hungers for more. It desires the most decadent of delicacies, and you just fed it slop. And it is angry. You are angry. You gain 5 points of blood.
Wow.
As a note, it's
Yay!
10 points of animal blood, but it's halved for you.
Yeah. Less funky.
There are two reasons why Randolph remains in the form of a bird. One is that he wishes to do more scouting once his friend is back to fuller capacity. And two is because he doesn't think Iris can jump that high, even under the control of the beast.
The doe still stands there, looking towards the body of the dead stag, as it looks to Iris. Randolph,
think-
you can feel the fear radiating off this creature.
I think even though she still wants something, I think she's gonna try and just scare it off.
Okay. As you
She wants to eat it real
chew it
bad,
away,
but
before you
Right.
can change your mind, the doe turns and runs off into the forest.
and then she'll continue walking to the forest because that's where Randolph said he would meet her.
You hear a
I just know
bird
you're a
core
bird.
behind you.
Would I recognize it as Randolph, or would it just look like a bird? to
You've
me?
seen Randolph in his bird form. I think you might be like, why is this bird following me?
What the devil? Oh, oh!
You should kill this bird.
I should kill this bird.
That's why he's flying.
It's like that French dish that is so
Mhm.
cruel that you have to have.
Ortolan, yeah.
Yep.
Cover your shame from God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Are you gonna say something?
Oh, no.
Well then. What are you doing?
If birds cannot roll their eyes, you feel like it is. I would like to spend a point of blood as the bird alights to the ground. I'm just taking the full number of rounds as painfully, strangely. From the form of the hawk comes the form of Randolph. Still there. Let me. I am below half blood now with that transform back. As he says, "You looks pretty far gone for a moment. You doing all right?"
Oh, the stag.
Aye.
Thought you were gonna hold me back.
The life of your flock, the mortals, seem to matter, but if you don't even want to feed your beast with the blood of animals, perhaps that's something for next time.
I don't mind feeding from them. But all life is precious, isn't it?
I've known very few priests who refuse to eat meat of the elk or the boar or the goose or the chicken. But now that I know this about you, in the future,
I
the meals
don't
I
mean to
provide
appear ungrateful. Thank you for bringing it to me. But I just
You're welcome.
Also,
And we
one
have
thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, go ahead. No, actually, continue the scene. I'll get back to this in a moment.
We still have work to do. Are you going to be capable of doing so, or would you prefer to head back to the city?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Then let's get back. We've got a man to kidnap and a woman to rescue.
Yes.
All right.
Let's.
All right. With that, we watch as you guys turn, making your way back in the direction of the manor, and we will quickly cut away. Before that, we finish the scene. Iris, you have committed a
Yeah.
sin.
I have.
No.
Specifically, the sin you have committed is the make sure I get this right. Yep. Level 6. Feeding from an innocent person
Feeding
without
from a-
permission.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I
got
asked if
you.
it was okay. But
So
it's an animal, so it can't answer.
Well,
No,
you
no,
also
it was the
fed from
person.
the person.
Yeah, the guy.
The animal doesn't
Like,
count.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah,
That
he
thing
was the
you
person.
did.
It was the guy you fully,
That's
you
true.
fully
That's
venom
true.
strangled.
Yeah.
So
You're
I'm
so
gonna need
right.
you to make me a conscience roll.
Hee
This is going to be difficulty 7. It would be difficulty 8, but this person was not technically an innocent. Or rather, you don't know. There was
Probably
no
wasn't.
confirmation.
Yeah. Doop 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 doop.
That's in dice.
Yeah. Conscience, difficulty 7.
Yep.
Nice.
You feel
Four
really
successes.
fucking bad about that. You feel horrible. And for that reason, you don't lose a point in your path.
Oh, it's not the doe. It's not the stag. It was the other one. I mean, let's go. We have work
Could
to do.
I, before we go further, could I ask for a roll from you of perception empathy?
Sure. Roll a perception empathy. Which one? For her to roll it, or for you to roll it?
Them to
Or for
roll
them to
for
roll it,
me.
or yeah, all right.
Okay. Am I rolling at standard diff?
Yeah, needs to be standard.
I'm not even hiding the reaction.
Perception, empathy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or wits.
This would be perception.
And would discerning
It
come
would,
into it?
I
Yeah.
think.
That would make sense.
So that would be 5
Alright.
successes.
5 successes. Randolph, you are an open book.
Or sorry, reading guild.
Oh, no guilt.
No, then it wouldn't apply.
Okay, but perception or discerning is a perception specialty, and
Okay.
reading guild
Yes.
is an empathy specialty.
With 5 successes, you look into Randolph's eyes and you see he is trying very, very, very hard to understand, desperately to connect that feeling of guilt you have to something that he felt back in his days as a mortal, but there is a complete disconnect. Those synapses no longer fire at the same time. For him, Iris feeling guilt about that is the same kind of odd confusion and lack of understanding that a human would see if someone were to mass murder without any guilt. It's wrong, it's alien, and he knows that that shouldn't be the case. He's trying to understand, and he's not saying anything about it.
We can talk
Hello.
later. We have work to do.
But yes, we end the scene as we watch you guys walking off before we cut away to a different scene on the battlefield.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Where everything is chaos.
As we see the forces of the Scottish and Irish beginning to rout from the battlefield, retreating back to their camps and their ships, as the ones that are being left behind are being trampled and run down by the rest of the Island of Man warriors and soldiers. We cut to see Sir Oliver as he watches across the field, seeing the familiar tabard and armor of Sir Henry, as Sir Henry turns, riding off with the retreating forces. As Sir Oliver sees this, what does he do?
He shakes his head, watching his broodmate ride away. There's a look of irritation in his eyes, which would be the only thing really visible. And under his breath whispers the word coward. But seeing as the broodmate chose to retreat, he takes no further action to
Okay.
write him down, as that would not be appropriate. He will call to anybody around him to form a line and not pursue any further.
All right. As you do, calling out and scanning the battlefield, you do see two figures continuing to fight at an intensity that would not be possible for a human to keep up with. This battle has been going on for hours. Truly a staggering amount of time. Well, the actual war the battle as itself has been going on for hours. So everyone, like all the regular soldiers, are tired, barely holding their breath together as they're just doing their best to recover from what was one of the most intense fights of their life. Only to turn and see these two red-headed warrior women, fighting with all they have, as we see the red-headed woman that is staring down Maud run towards her, jumping up into the air at an inhumane height before coming down with a spear down towards Maud. Maud, what would you like to do?
Maud would like to. I think that she would attempt to meet that blow. I think essentially trying to kind of like, not necessarily block it, but just hit her before she gets hit.
Yep. Makes sense. Alright then, I would like you to make me a dexterity and melee with your axe.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll say, do you use a shield?
Ooh, I mean, it'd be interesting if she didn't, but
It's up to you.
At the very least, I don't think she has one currently. Not on
Okay.
her. Yeah, so dexterity, melee.
Dexterity melee, and she will do the same. Standard difficulty.
Yeah. Standard difficulty, so 6. And I do have. Let me check. I also have 1 dot of celerity.
You can spend a point of blood to well, no, you either add it as a dice, or you can spend a point of blood to get an extra turn instead.
Oh, okay, right. So I could get like an extra.
Yeah, an extra attack against her, basically.
Extra attack against her.
Or dodge, or whatever you want to do.
Okay, yeah, I think Maud might spend a point of blood for that extra attack, and that would now put me at half because I got it wrong last time.
All right.
Yeah, but I am now at half.
Okay.
And yes, I'll make that roll. Yep, dexterity melee. Hey, okay. Successes.
Very nice. I need to check. Yes. All right. Three successes.
Oh no! Yeah.
Unfortunately, as you bring your axe to her, her spear finds its place before you're able to fully knock the strike away. As it digs into your chest, this would be a mortal blow against most humans. But to you, this is but a wounding strike. However, we're about to see how much damage she does.
Yeah, let's go.
This will be lethal damage.
Ooh, yes. As well, would my second attack come before or after this?
After
As I spent
this.
the point of blood to after? Awesome, good to know. Let's
No
see
problem. And make sure that discipline is added. Here we go. Ooh. You take.
Oh.
Actually, I need you to roll your stamina plus any
Yes.
fortitude you might have.
though. Ooh, fortitude. Nope.
Yeah. And this will be
Oh,
at
buddy.
standard difficulty 6.
Standard difficulty. Yep. Cool. So just stamina. Stamina none. Help.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Okay, 1 success.
1. You take 3 points of lethal damage.
All right.
Oof.
As the spear
And
digs into your chest.
Yep.
You can
I
select.
just mark off my health.
Yes.
Is it the /X or the hash? I can't recall.
It's the
It's
slash for lethal.
Slash. You. Yep.
Actually, it's the X for lethal.
Oh,
it's the
X is for lethal.
lethal.
So it's
You-
slash is bashing, X is lethal,
Oh,
hash is
yep,
aggravated.
Yep, makes sense.
So let me have a look over your sheet because it's the first time we're
Yeah.
doing this in a battle sense
Yeah.
where it isn't immediately healed after.
Yes.
Actually, this will go
Oh, yep.
here, here, and
I think
here.
no, I do have extra.
Oh, do you have an extra health level?
I do because of a merit I have. Sturdy. I had gained an additional bruised health level.
Okay.
That's right.
And Storyteller may award you with any appropriate bonuses when your innate toughness comes into play.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So.
So I'm assuming just
Here we
one
go.
extra level though, so it'd be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just.
So
hurt.
you're at hurt. So you're just suffering a -1.
Yes.
As the spear digs heavily into your chest, as she grins with her fangs, her eyes a piercing blood red, something you've only seen Randolph do before. As she snarls, and she says, in Gaelic, which you understand, I'm proud to meet a warrior like you. Too bad I'm going to end you.
I'm gonna end you.
And with that, you get a strike from your celerity this round,
Yeah. Yes.
which she cannot defend against. She does not have celerity.
Yep. Let's go.
Anger will stay losing.
Yeah. Yeah. And yep, dexterity melee again.
Dexterity melee.
Awesome. I will spend willpower.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, 2 successes.
2 successes. Roll damage. So this will be your strength plus 1 for the additional success, plus any dice
strength
you have for potence.
Or, I think, potence. Let me just double check that as well, because I think, I spend 1 blood point reflexively to turn these dice into automatic successes. In hand-to-hand combat, this means automatic successes on the damage roll. So if I spend a point of blood, does that make the dots I have in potence
Automatic successes.
all automatic
Yeah.
successes?
All of them.
I think I'll do that. As
I will also make a note. You get damage from the weapon too.
That's true. I'm going to say for axes, the damage is 2, because I honestly don't
2?
remember.
Yep.
And it's a big book.
Fair, I don't know either. It is a big,
I'll double check it for next time, but I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's an axe.
Makes
It's going to hurt.
Yeah, it's an axe. Yeah, so that'd just make it like a strength, but then modifiers. So it was plus
3.
3
Plus 3
modifiers?
modifier, standard difficulty.
Yeah, standard
And
difficulty.
make sure the wound penalty section is no.
Yes. Oh yeah, wound penalty section. No.
So it
Yes,
doesn't apply
will
your wound
do.
penalty to this.
Yep, makes sense. And yes, Maud is also spending a point of blood to give her what will end up being 4 successes. Let me just.
Oh man.
Is
This will put me under though.
Okay, good to know.
Worth it?
Under. Yeah.
For 4 auto
Regrets.
successes, worth it.
Yeah.
Having potence is great.
Potence is fucking great, but let's see. If... Actually, should I just roll for the other ones? Or...
I did just
Uh,
find the
four, but
axe staff.
Yeah, roll for the other ones, but
Roll for
don't
the other
include your potence. So just roll your
Ah, yeah,
strength
good,
plus 3.
yeah. I'll just roll my strength plus 3. Yeah, let's see what it would be. Yee. Well, it's a good thing I did that. Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, luckily you did enforce the immortal strength within your
Yeah.
blood to slash into her. Because otherwise you wouldn't have done shit.
Nope. Yeah, thank God I did that.
And with that, where she's gonna get her defensive roll, or her soak roll, I should say. She gets. Let me check. Yes. Standard difficulty, wound penalties, no. No modifier. I'm suddenly reminded that I don't know how to spell the word soak, so I'm not going to put anything there.
S-O-A-K.
S-O-A-K?
Is that how it's
Oh,
spelled?
no.
I thought that was wrong.
Mhm.
Yes,
S-O-A-K,
it's oak
that's
with an
right.
S.
English makes no
Jesus.
sense.
It makes no
Yeah.
sense.
As you attempt to cut into her, your axe swings against her chest, and you watch as it cuts through her clothing, but immediately stops as it hits her skin.
Oh, man.
Fair played.
I'm tougher than I look.
I can see that.
At which point, we cut away to Sir Oliver. You just watched as Mord, moving faster than the eye can see, took 2 swings against the lady she's fighting. One of them parrying one strike slightly before the other one slammed into her, and seemingly did nothing, as Mord was also stabbed through the chest by this spear. What would you like to do as you see this?
What are the kind around them doing? Are they back in the fuck of like what the hell's going on?
Yeah, a lot of them are like, oh shit, we're gonna stay the fuck away from that. But to be honest, it's a battlefield, and the battle is just over. People are running on adrenaline. It doesn't seem like people are paying much attention. They just think battle is happening.
Okay. Yeah, just wanted to make sure nobody was playing inherent, like focused on it and going to do something, because under his rules, this is a battle of honor and they have gone to a duel, so he would not allow anybody to get and intervene. Also, vampire stuff in the middle of a bunch of mortals is bad, so I think at this point he would probably circle up, because he was mounted, right?
Yes.
I believe. I think he would circle up and continue to get his troops to fall back.
Alright.
And keep his eyes on the fight, because if one of them goes down, then he would intervene further, but at this point, it's not in him to do that, so...
Alright. In that case, for you, I'll want a charisma leadership.
Can you get that for me? Because I don't have my character sheet memorized yet.
Sure thing. That is 6 total dice. Standard div.
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
The cat from Ipanema.
Oh, I think-
Nope. That didn't roll
Yeah.
correctly.
Yeah.
Wrong
No.
key. I hit the wrong key. Sorry.
Six.
All good.
All good.
You got a
I
6.
got it.
666.
I like how it just
Oh
says
no,
6
the number
equals
of the
6.
beast!
Yeah, 6 equals 6. The devil's number.
Thanks,
That is
Roll20.
the only way Roll20.
Wow,
that is
I
the
love
only
you,
way
Roll20,
Roll20
thank
can do
you.
math.
Yeah.
You can only do it through rolls.
It's how it communicates.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing by one freaking key every time.
Missed it by
No.
that much.
Mm,
Mark,
loved
you
how
want to go ahead and
just-
roll that? That's
Sure
embarrassing.
It's all
there's my
good.
leadership.
What'd you love?
I loved how you guys were doing the cat from Ipanema.
Mhm.
Yeah,
In my head.
yeah.
Would you activate your presence for this?
Yes, absolutely
Alright.
would.
Then you get to add your presence dice to the roll.
Let's go presents.
You're so gifted.
These
So
eventually.
long as you survive
I
this
respect
mod,
the presents grind.
can I get your potence and celerity once we're,
I'll consider it.
Go. Ooh boy! 6
Oh!
successes!
Damn!
again.
This is Oliver's jam.
Back the fuck.
Oh yeah.
Actually, depending on specialty, that could be 8.
Actually.
I don't think
Oh.
diplomat counts in this.
That's fair.
This
that's
is
fair.
kind of the opposite of diplomacy.
Yeah.
Get the fuck back!
Unless you're a Viking, and then that is diplomacy.
Exactly. That
I
is
mean-
Viking
Yeah.
diplomacy. But yes, Sir Oliver, you managed to call your men and draw all their attention. Even some of the men of some of the neighboring forces rally to your banner as well. As you manage to call them back, and they begin the attempt to retreat. However, you also managed to stay within a decent distance of Mord's duel with this other warrior.
Perfect.
Meanwhile, we cut back to Mord as you feel the spear pulled from your chest as she takes a step back, readying her shield as she readies for another strike. This time, we're going to do an initiative roll to see who goes first.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Yes. This does have something that applies here from celerity, I think.
I believe you can add
yeah.
your
Add my
dice
celerity
to it,
rating.
or you can
Yes.
spend points during this the initiative to get additional
Yeah.
actions instead.
Additional actions. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, spending point of blood though. I think this time I might
Okay.
add the dice to it.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, awesome. So, oh yeah, initiative, which is Dex Wits.
Dex Wits, difficulty 6.
Yep. Can do. And discipline?
If you put the discipline where your celerity is, either discipline 1, 2, or 3. No, for-
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, if I okay, yeah, so it's my fourth one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good to know, because I was trying to figure out what that meant. Okay, no
Yes.
modifier, wound penalty, yes or no?
Yes, there is wound penalty
Yeah,
to this.
yep. Yep, and difficulty 6?
Yep,
Can do
difficulty
all.
6.
Yep. Roll 12 initiative.
12.
Damn.
Alright. Yeah. Okay, so she gets to go first on a 16.
Yes.
Jesus.
So as she goes to strike you once again with the spear, would you like to use one of your actions to defend, parry, or parry? Defend or parry? Dodge or parry, I should say. Alternatively, you can keep your action to have it instead be an attack against her, but you are more likely than not to get hit. Essentially, you either you roll against her attack, or you see whether her attack hits or not.
I think parry.
Okay then. So you will use your weapon skill against hers.
Yep. Alright. And weapons, is that just my strength?
Dexterity melee.
Oh, dexterity melee. Yep, never mind. Yeah. You
and as I don't think you've spent blood this round to get extra turns, so you do get to add your celerity to your dexterity.
Yes, yeah. Dexterity melee.
And this does have wound penalties.
Ooh, yes.
She got a 3.
I will also spend willpower.
Alright.
Difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6.
Yep. 4 successes.
Just enough as you managed to parry the blade out of the way. And as you got 1 success over her, on your next attack roll, you get a 1 success because you parried the roll.
Nice. Alright.
Oh, you get 1 extra dice, I should say.
Ooh, 1 extra dice. Okay, yep, good to know. Yep.
With that, we move to the next round. We're going to roll initiative once more.
Alright.
See whether you just get off faster than she does.
Yep.
Quiet, Rebecca. Quiet. Quiet.
I love how
I
you
knew
saw
it was you.
their head just appear in front.
As soon as I said it, I knew. I knew.
No, yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. In this
Goodness.
case, what's your total bonus? So this would be your dex plus
bonus?
wits plus celerity.
Ooh, yeah, dex plus wits plus celerity. It is 3 plus. Oh, 3 plus 2, I think.
Maybe 6, I think.
Where's wits hiding?
Plus 2 plus 1.
Which is
under
mental stats.
Oh,
mental
yeah. Oh
attributes.
my god, I was looking at the wrong area. Yes. Yeah, that's dex plus wits. Yeah, it's 6 with my celerity.
Unfortunately for you, her dexterity and her wits are 7.
Whatever.
Oh my god.
So she goes first. She's going to attack you. Would you like to spend your action to defend, or are you going to wait and then attack her after she attacks you?
I think hold my action and attack.
Okay.
I don't think
In that case,
this time.
she gets her attack off against you.
Yep. She sure does.
5 successes.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, let's see how this goes.
Damage roll. This is with a modifier of +4. Yeah, +4.
Yep.
Ah.
5 successes. Roll your stamina plus fortitude.
Alright. I will. Can I spend another willpower?
You can spend a willpower to soak.
Yep. Difficulty 6.
Yep.
3 successes.
3. You take 2 points of damage.
Cool. Okay. Still, okay, I'm wounded. Okay.
And then you get your attack.
Yeah, then I get my
I
attack,
see
which
you.
has a +1 to it. Alright.
Maud, you
Promise
gotta
of
kill this
willpower is
lady.
breaking.
Yes.
I have tactical advice, but I'm not here.
This is
I'll
killing
tactical
me. I
advice, all I
just
know
want
is
you to know
hit.
that.
I don't know why it's killing
Ooh.
you. This may or may not kill
Yeah.
Maud.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
It's like
Alright.
you don't even know me, Iski.
So-
Team advantage in the chat.
Yep.
yeah.
Alright, yep, so that's
Uh,
my...
Dexterity melee. Plus
Yeah,
1
dexterity
dice.
melee. Yep,
I'll also add your
1.
celerity.
Celerity, yep. Celerity, 1 dice. Wound penalty, yes.
Yep.
Yep,
Standard difficulty.
how much willpower can I spend before it becomes an issue?
How much willpower you got?
I've got 3 left.
Again, willpower is used to decide sometimes the difficulty against mental effects, like dominate and things like that.
Yeah.
So you could do
Yeah,
all you can for
so-
this, but it will make you mentally vulnerable.
Awesome. I'll do that. I'll spend a point of willpower.
All right.
Yep. Well, thank God I did. It's at
It's
least
one success.
Indeed.
All right. So now.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yes. So this will be strength.
Yep.
Plus your potence dice, unless you want to spend a point of blood to make them auto successes.
Ooh, I guess I could do that because it would make them 4, or could. Yeah,
Take the-
'cause look at this
take the
earlier. Yeah. Yeah, because it'd be my strength still with that +3 bonus, the modifiers.
From the axe. one
Plus 2
plus
bonus
hit.
from the axe.
Oh, 2 bonus from the axe. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I think I might this time because no wound penalty for this, I assume.
No wound penalty. No.
Yep, no wound penalty. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, because if I do that, I mean, I'd be rolling. Either I roll 10 dice or I get 4 auto success.
Well, you roll 6 dice with a guaranteed 4.
Yeah, 6 dice with a guaranteed 4. Yeah, or I roll 10. And last time that didn't go as well as I hoped, but
I'll say this. Every
Yeah.
dice has a 50% chance of
Yeah.
succeeding. If
Yeah.
you're getting an auto success, that's certainty.
there's a certainty. Yeah,
As well, remember ones can take away from the number of successes.
they can.
So
can.
it is
Yeah.
it is statistically better to activate the potence,
Yes,
but it does mean
Yes,
you
it
have
is.
less blood, and blood is important.
it does. Yep. I'm
Think of it this
contemplating it
way.
because I'm looking at how much I currently have.
Mm.
I'm trying to
Indeed.
remember what a quarter is. Wait.
She might be tasty though. You could
Mm.
just,
She might be-
you
she might be
know.
tasty, she might be so
There's
tasty.
plenty of
nom, nom, nom,
half-dead
nom.
bodies laying around,
nom.
though. You'll be fine.
Okay, this would not put me at a quarter, so I will spend a point of blood.
All right, 4 successes. Roll your
Yep.
6 dice.
Nice.
6 successes.
damage.
Yeah, 6 successes.
Those ones really suck.
They do.
6 successes.
Right.
She gets her soak roll.
Yep.
2 successes.
Okay.
Nice.
So you do 4 points of damage to her
Yes.
as you
Yeah.
slam your axe into her chest, tearing into the flesh as we see the dark, vampiric blood underneath staining your axe as you pull it out from her chest as she scowls in your direction.
I think Maud kind of like licks her lips a little bit.
Mm-hmm. With that, she looks at you for a moment, grins, and says, "You know, I want to enjoy this. We'll meet again someday. And I hope you'll give me the fight of my life." And with that, you watch as she runs at you once more time, leaping into the air, her spear ready to fall before she transforms into this large, beautiful-looking eagle and flies off into the air, soaring away.
Oh, can I go?
I think Maud goes to respond, but as that kind of catches her off guard, she just kind of like pauses and stands there for a moment. Not needing to breathe, but still needing to gather herself.
Mm-hmm. I think it's probably at this point you become keenly aware of the large wounds at your chest. And go ahead, Sorrel.
As Oliver's seeing this all occur, are there some, maybe not deceased, but some probably not going to make it through the night blood bags on the floor that he
Absolutely. A number of wounded people that are just kind of slowly bleeding out. Members of the enemy force that are probably just going to be left to die because they're not worth a ransom.
He will hop off his horse and start piling them, letting her gather herself. And when she finally has, he'll say, "You fought very well." And he'll step back to leave her with the food.
I think Maud looks at some of the wounded fighters, and I think she'll look towards one of them before moving to grab one of them by, obviously, like, out of the sight of mortals, obviously. Making sure, like, that there's not prying eyes immediately.
That's easy to do.
Watch her bite this guy's arm.
It's the chaos of the battlefield. No one knows what anyone's doing.
Yeah,
Is this not how pulses are taken?
As you,
yeah.
Ow, my microphone.
Yep, this person is definitely dead.
Yeah, they're definitely dead now.
As you drain some of the bodies, I'll say you get about 4 points of blood.
Yep, awesome. That 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts her back above half.
4 points of blood, and you wipe away the remaining bit of blood from your face. As it mixes with the other blood you're covered in from the battlefield.
I think Maud would take a second to heal her wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Is it 1 point per
point of lethal?
Level? Yeah, per point of lethal. Cool. Yes, I'll spend all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't think I want to spend all. Do I want to spend all 5? Because that might immediately put me at a quarter.
There's a lot of people still around.
True, there are a lot of people still around. I think Maud for the time being will heal 3.
Okay.
Puts me below half though, but not.
Okay. So you are decently hungry, and you can smell the intense irony smell of blood all around you. But it's not enough for you to lose control, not yet.
Mm-hmm.
When Oliver will look towards Maud. They're routed. Can you ride? I think we'd best be back to the prince.
I can ride.
I've pulled the forces back. Let's go. And he'll grab his horse and relieve somebody of theirs if necessary.
Mm-hmm. Maud, do you have riding?
Ooh, do I? I have 1.
Okay, that's enough to ride a horse.
Yay!
It's enough to know the basics.
It's enough to know the basics. Like she's on a farm. Like she's probably like
I've
ridden a horse like once at least.
Probably again,
So
probably not a
horses
horse.
at home always listen to me.
Yeah, I would say there's probably not a lot of horses at your farm. Maybe
Not at my farm. No.
not many, but you probably would have interacted with the horses before.
Yes. Yeah.
So as that, you two begin to ride your way back to the city. As that happens, we cut away from you two, and back to Gwynedd. As Gwynedd, you are back in your meeting room, waiting patiently for Sister Marana to arrive. Is there anything you would do in the meantime?
I think he's just grabbing whatever papers are around and just shredding them, just like slowly and meticulously.
Mm-hmm. All right. Here we go. At which point, the door opens, and storming into the room is the lanky, tall form of Sifta Marana. As she looks in, glowering on her misshapen, almost tight-skinned face, as she says, "I hear you and your group have been busy."
We have been. What in particular?
"I hear you have declared praxis. I hope I am mistaken."
No, that's correct.
Why?
All the call-ins had other business.
I know that, but why you?
Why not me?
You think you can just come into the city and claim it as your own, fiend? You are not even the oldest of our kind here, yet you have the gall to claim praxis over this city.
The council decided.
Council! Is that so?
Is. You can speak with them about it.
I intend to.
Please do.
That you watch as she begins to lower herself back into a more human-like size. As she appears to calm. But your keen eyes know better. As she turns, the flowing of her tattered nun's habit and clothing flow as she marches out of the room, slamming the door behind her, and you could hear the wood in the door crack. And you're left alone in the room once more.
Gwyneth resists the urge to throw something at the door and just goes back to shredding paper.
Makes sense. With that, we return back to two individuals stalking their way through the night.
Gotta say, I hope Sister Marana's grateful about this. We're going to a great deal of inconvenience for this particular package.
Well, she's important to the city, and she has been for quite some time, as long as I've known her. She's an asset.
Aye. With that said, our first priority now is to get the thing which is a little bit easier to carry, which is, in this case, Sigurd Gundolfsson.
What?
Oh yes, we're going to knock him unconscious, put him in a barrel, and then we're going to take him back to. That was disgusting.
No, that makes sense. Right. Sorry, I thought we were talking about the package again.
No worries. That will be brought in addition. Now,
I did bring the barrel and wagon as you asked.
Very good. That will be useful in taking the box as well. Now, they will be on high alert. However, they will likely not be guarding upper levels or that kind of thing. They'll be out and about looking in patrols. I propose when we next crest the hill, we see what things are like, how patrols are going. I'd like to go in through either the roof or one of the top floors, find out where he sleeps, punch his brains in, take him out the window.
Right, if that's what you see fit to do, I will defer to your judgment.
If you could maybe do that mind control whammy stuff. I don't ken how skilled you are in the arts of mind weaving, but maybe useful to get in without more.
Simple man.
All right. In that case, we'll see what comes up. And guiding my companion, though a little bit hungry as I am, I'd like to see what's changed now that some people have gone into the warehouse, saw that the plank was broken, and whether or not they blame it on a bird.
Make a perception awareness. Alertness, sorry. Alertness. My mistake.
Gotcha. It's all good. I was like, ooh, strange things are afoot. Would the search specialty apply?
Absolutely.
Ooh, that is 6 successes.
All right. With 6 successes, the main thing you pick up to start with is that there looks to be a lot more people patrolling around, keeping an eye out at things, and each of them have torches, as it seems there is not enough lanterns to go around. And they seem to be mostly patrolling around the outside areas.
Right. Here's my plan. Let me know if you don't... Oh.
One small thing. You can see in the manor, there is one window where you can see there is light shining out of. All the other windows are dark.
He points a finger at that window from the distance and goes, "There, I think, is where I shall begin my work." My plan is this. Let me know if there's a better way to do it, or if you've got a different idea. I say we go the long way around the road there, come from the manor around the backside, and use the forest to our advantage over there. Hide as best we can.
All right. Sounds like a good idea.
All right. Let's keep low and make ourselves all as possible. And you keep.
All right. Make a dexterity stealth.
Does silent movement apply?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
11 successes.
Oh, fuck.
Yep, that's a lot of fucking 10s.
Dexterity stealth difficulty 6, right?
Yep, standard diff.
See, I'm really good at this. That's why the crate really irked me, because I was bad
One
there.
success.
Are you using your power of shadows to hide yourself? First level, I think it is. It's up to you. I think it's
first level is shadow play.
I think that's the one that makes it easier to hide.
Yeah, I'm reading it really quick. That one, yeah, adds 1 die to intimidation and stealth.
If you could, you can use it.
Sure. Yeah.
Alright. Roll 1 more dice.
Okie dokie.
No.
Not doing.
Alright.
Randall's hunting with his friend. Like it's like teaching a baby deer how to run. He's having a good time.
It's exactly like teaching a baby deer in that I'm wobbly and unsteady.
Mm-hmm. For you, Randolph, you move as the hunter you are, stalking your prey, moving through the shadows, out of sight, downwind. Every aspect you could possibly need to stay hidden, you are able to do. It is as if you were never even there at all. For you, Iris, there are a few close calls where you manage to quickly duck behind something and someone quickly turns a torch around. And you reach a point where you either have to choose to run closer and possibly risk being seen, or stay far away that you're not close enough to Randolph. So you can either stay with Randolph and possibly get seen, or stay back and be safe.
Oh, risk it.
Alright. Roll me a d10 and tell me high or low.
High.
That's the opposite of high.
That's the opposite of high. Can we just switch those rolls from earlier where I got the 10 and...
Mm-hmm.
Right.
As you begin brushing your way by, and you manage to creep closer towards Randolph, there is a voice from behind you goes, "Hey! What are you doing here?"
I'm...
The moment you say we're, he is moving towards him and he is going to kill him.
It's gonna take quite a bit to cross the distance to get close to him. So how are you attempting to kill him?
Got you. If it's a distance, never mind. I thought it was something like he was close by. So
No, he's like a distance away and he's seen Iris.
Right,
Gotcha.
so
not Randolph.
Yeah.
Tell me again where we are exactly. We're inside.
You're inside the manor area, with like all the cobblestones are, and you're just about to get close to one of the doors that enter in before you got spotted. Randolph himself is slightly up ahead, and he is seemingly hidden for now.
Check my tenants really quick.
I mean, you're a nun and good at talky talk stuff. This is your bag.
I know. I'm looking specifically at lying.
Oh yes. I have come because I've come to castigate the manor holder for his sins.
Mm-hmm.
Bearing false witness is 8.
Yeah.
So you can do it without being fine.
I know it is quite late, sir, but as there is chaos in the islands, I want to make sure that as many people are saved as possible. Are you familiar with the word of Christ?
Manipulation and... Actually, no. How... Are you actually interested in saving this guy's soul, or are you just trying to deceive him?
If I can. I mean, it's a good enough excuse.
Okay, I think in this case, if you either want to convince him that you're supposed to be here, it's going to be a very difficult manipulation roll. Manipulation subterfuge. But if you just want him to not, like, be suspicious or hostile, it'll be a charisma and... Let's say empathy.
Right. Let's go charisma or empathy.
Okay.
Standard.
This will be difficulty 8. As you are not where nuns
Okay.
are supposed to be.
Who says?
This guy, apparently.
Zero successes.
He just looks at you for a moment and goes, presses his hand on his sword and goes, I'm asking you to leave, ma'am. This is not a place for strangers. You're currently trespassing.
I think it would be quite good if you could pray.
Are you attempting to dominate him?
Uh-huh.
Alright then. I gotta familiarize myself with how
Creating the
dominate works in
AA.
this system. Hooray.
I think the one dot that I have is simple one-word commands.
I believe so. I'm gonna double check because it's been a while since I've looked at dominate in this book.
Been a while.
Been a while.
Been a while. Been a while.
217.
That's a fantastic use of dominate.
Thank you.
Hooray. Command. Sees the gaze of target with a powerful look. Vampire speaks a simple word. Her target must obey. Command cannot be directly harmful, so vampire cannot command a target to kill themselves or anything similar. Chosen command may be concealed within the context of a sentence. Alright. Roll manipulation plus intimidation. Your difficulty will be standard 6.
Right. And would I still have shadow play going?
No, shadow
Or
play does
does
not
that
count
only
to this.
okay. Perfect. And so
Also, if you had shadow play, it'd be a very different conversation. I'm assuming you dropped
yeah.
it when you got spotted.
Probably. Have you heard
It's
the
the
word
nun from The
Christ?
Conjuring.
Otherwise, what the fuck is that shit?
Sorry, you said manipulation, intimidation?
Yep, manipulation, intimidation, difficulty 6.
That's investigation. It's very different.
What do you know about the word of God?
That is, again, 0 success.
Oh no.
So yeah, you say pray, and he just looks at you for a moment, and you watch as he draws his sword and says, Alright, I'm gonna need you to leave, ma'am. Else things are gonna get violent.
Right.
You see this,
And then
Randall.
yeah.
As
I think she's going to start to walk to sort of draw his gaze towards her.
And I've got a question for you. This interaction, has it drawn the attention of any of the other guards, or is it more isolated as he's on this patrol?
I was just about to say, another guard is slowly approaching him, wondering what the fuck's going on.
I think two of them is very difficult to take down in any kind of stealthy way. I think he hidden in the darkness. You only know he's there because you saw him move there. But his eyes, hidden in the dark, will tilt his head. If you walk away, he's content with continuing the mission. If you distract a little further, he's going to see if he can take down one of the guards.
Alright. What does Iris do?
She is starting to walk away in order to draw their attention, so they are less likely to see Randolph approaching.
Alright. He turns and he begins to step before you as you're walking away. His sword is drawn. The other guy comes over, seeing that his friend's sword is drawn. He does the same, holding a sword in one hand and a torch in the other.
The torch more frightening than a lantern. However, it is being held by prey. As he sneaks up, one hand grasps the torch, the other at the top of this guy's head, biting into the neck in a lightning fast motion.
Dexterity brawl.
Hell yeah.
Let's see how fast you can do it and whether it's... Oh, yes, this is precise. This is very precise.
Let's do it. It will say power, but it is dexterity brawl.
Also, I will add by this point, your strength bonus is faded. It's been enough
Got
time.
you. In that case, let me take that away. And I would like to spend some blood to boost my dexterity.
All right.
Gotta spend blood to make blood.
Gotta spend blood to make blood. Let's do it. I kind of want to spend a willpower, but I need it for resisting mind control. Let's do it.
Oh, boy.
6 successes.
Yeah, you managed to come up behind this
Share.
guy in a quick motion, grabbing the torch, grabbing his head. Your fangs tear into his throat as you bite down.
All I need is for him to lose consciousness and no longer be a threat. So I don't need to like fully drain him to death. I just need him to drop so I can get the second guy who is haranguing Iris.
That will take a bit of time. You'll need to drain at least 4 blood from him, and it is not quick to do that. Draining is a slow, methodical process. I'm gonna say you know you don't have enough time, but you know he is stunned with the kiss, so he's not going to be aware of anything for like probably the next minute or so.
That's fine. All he needs. As he bites the kiss going in and the tantalizing taste of blood touching his lips.
Speaking of which, where are your blood at currently?
Oh, yeah? My blood is currently at 8. I am lower than half.
Lower than half? Okay then.
Yes.
I need you to make me a instinct roll. This is going to be at a difficulty of 6.
Indeed. If I fail this, not the end of the world. Iris will just have to fend for herself.
No, don't make me fed.
1 success.
1 success. I'll say that's enough. As you manage to resist the desire to drain this man of more blood, pulling your fangs back out, allowing this man to slowly fall to the ground. What do you do with the torch?
The torch, if he throws it on the ground, is it going to, like, catch fire to anything?
It'll make a noise. Probably not on the cobblestones, but it will scorch them.
That's fine. So long as it doesn't cause a wildfire, it's good. Little bit of noise, fine. Torch gets dropped. He moves up quick while this guy, sword drawn, is looking at Iris. This one, he will drink a little bit longer from.
Before that, Randall, D10, high or low?
Let's do high. I'm feeling lucky. That's the opposite of high.
Why?
Yeah, as it lands on the
Randall.
ground, the guy with the
High
sword
or
immediately turns around to see you, his friend on the ground, the torch on the ground, and your fangs. As he lets out a yell.
Oh, this guy dies.
Meanwhile, we're gonna cut away.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
We have
Sweet.
terrible luck with those high or low things.
Things are
What
just
the
not going
hell?
your way.
Nope.
We cut back as a couple hours have passed. As Gwennard is still dealing with whatever the paperwork or business he has for the day in his office, when there is a knock at the door. At which point, stepping in, we see Maud and Sir Oliver arriving back from the battlefield.
Friends, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you.
The threat on the Nine King's land has been turned back
We took
for
care
the
of
time
it.
being.
Excellent news. Maud, do you need tending to? Seem to be a bit worse for wear.
I'll be alright. Eventually. I just need a bit more blood.
I can provide that if you need it. Not personally, of course.
You should be aware my broodmate was amongst the enemy, which means Mithras may or may not be involved.
Lord Duncan seemed to indicate he was not, but truth will come out in time. You did not have to deal with your broodmate.
He retreated like the coward he's always been.
It's fortunate. And the other Canaanites on the battlefield?
A soft smile appears on Sir Oliver's lips as he looks over towards Maud. To tell them your tale of glory.
I wouldn't call it glory. We fought. She retreated. But I got the sense that it was not that it was to face off with me at another day. Another night, I guess.
I will
I
also
suppose
add,
we shall see.
there was also another vampire, but he was fucking killed.
Oh, yes, he was.
He was
Emperor.
killed by, by,
Captain Blackwood.
Black.
Yeah, Captain Blackwood, let's go. Oh yeah, out of character, one thing that Sir Oliver probably would have noticed as well when Maud was feeding is that the wounds left by her fangs wouldn't seem to heal or like seal up properly. Kind of very gnarly and ragged looking it would have been.
Yeah, I don't know how much attention he was paying, but always on the mission, never one to judge. Oliver was ready to come back. Maud, if you need to feed, I could spare a few of my herd.
There's no need, Sir Oliver. I can provide for Maud.
Very well.
I'm able to provide for myself, but I appreciate it.
Of course.
What of Randolph and Iris?
No news yet. Sister Morana did come in and express her displeasure with the praxis decision we made.
She did.
She did.
Well,
I guess it
Which
was bound
certainly-
to Oh, you go.
No, go ahead.
I suppose it was bound to draw some attention regardless.
We stand together. There's going to be displeasure no matter what. That is what it is to be over a city. Hopefully, we can make some negotiations.
Yes, I'm not as worried about our allies here in Peel. I did receive a letter from Douglas. He's like waving it around and it's not untorn, but it's still, still somewhat intact. Someone called Atticus has declared himself prince not only of Douglas, but of the Isle.
ST, does that name ring a bell?
Make a intelligence politics.
Give me the
That
number I need.
would be... Oh no, the sheet's doing the thing where it doesn't open properly.
No!
Alright, here we go.
Yeah.
That is a total of 4 dice, and this will be difficulty 8.
Does he get
Well, use
advantage since he's
willpower.
also Ventru?
Actually, yes, this will be difficulty 7.
Ooh.
You can spend a point of willpower if you like.
Clan of Network Kings.
High or low?
Low.
Well,
Damn.
Well, that's 0 successes, but that's 1 success.
+1.
Yep. So, with a total of 1 success from your willpower, the name doesn't particularly ring any bells. But looking at the letter, you certainly recognize the seal as someone who is most certainly a member of Clan Ventru. And specifically, with the shape of the seal itself, and the type of wax, knowing that you of how Ventru lords operate, this is most certainly someone with a connection to the baronies of Avalon.
Well, this is one of my clanmates connected to the baronies of Avalon. So as I feared,
Oh, Mithras was not going to stay silent forever. When the others return, you should choose what to do next.
very well.
I think that's a good idea. Their input would be good.
Agreed. We do this together.
And with that...
Wait.
Oh, did you have something you want to add?
Oh no, I was just going to say that I think Maud might take a second away from the others and might see if she can spend 2 more points of blood to heal those last 2, which would put me at a quarter.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Alright then. And with that, I think we will end the session there for now.
Hell yeah.
I hope you all have enjoyed playing, and we're going to do some outros. And we're going to do them in the reverse order. So let's see if I remember it correctly. Starting off with our dear Ventru, Sir Oliver. Drew, introduce, say goodbye and do your outros.
The words you never want to hear. Dear Ventru, together. That's terrible. Hi, I'm Drew. It's been a pleasure playing with everybody. Sir Oliver is finding his way. It is difficult being a knight and being a vampire, so that's a good time. So thanks, everybody.
Catch you next time.
Next up, our dear Aramanes, Maud. Mars, say your goodbyes.
Yeah. Right, I'm Mars, and I have been Maud, the Aramanes, and I love spending blood.
Yeah. It's always great. Till you run out, then it
Blood
sucks.
makes the grass grow. Kill, kill, kill.
All my
Exactly.
homies love spending blood.
Exactly. My homies love spending blood.
Next up, our beloved gangrel, Randolph. Thomas, say your goodbyes.
Hello and goodbye. I have been Thomas playing Randolph, and I love gaining blood. I'm good at sneaking, you guys, I swear.
Yeah, unfortunately, luck was not on your side tonight.
No.
Or it really was until it wasn't.
Work on those proper sacrifices before game.
I'm sure I did that as part of my ritual. I will say this. I'm sure Captain Blackwood won't mind if we kill 5 or 10.
Probably not. Next up are our dear. No, I want to use a different suffix.
A
Is the
lovely
term?
Lasombra.
Our lovely
Lasombra.
Lasombra. Literation. Iris,
Yeah.
Rebecca. Give us your outro.
Forgive me, SC, for I have sinned, but I felt real bad about it, so we're good. But yes, I'm Rebecca, and I played Iris, the Sombra, and it was a good time, even though the dice were not quite in our favor. But we'll get them next time. I believe in us. Also, I'm in a Pendragon game that goes most Tuesdays. We're off this Tuesday, but should resume next Tuesday. And it's over on Ticking Time Bomb channel, which I'm sure Mark will plug later when we talk about our Discord.
All right. And last but certainly not least, our Lord and Savior Zemitzi, Gwynedd. Blue,
Not
give us your
some
outro.
blasphemy, baby.
Yes.
No, he's our Lord, and he's our Savior, so that's fine.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, hello and goodbye. I have been Blue, playing Gwynedd, and, he loves pretending to be calm at all times. Especially when it's really pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The best times to be calm.
Yep.
That is true.
And yeah, and hi, I have been Mark, aka your storyteller, aka the CatsMeow, and this has been Isle of the Damned. I hope you've enjoyed. If you like our the kind of stuff we do here, we also do a bunch of other things on Ticking Time Bomb, and other things that you can find links to in the Discord, which you should find in the description of the YouTube channel. If you're watching this on Twitch, you can find the link to the YouTube on the Twitch channel, and on the YouTube, you can find the link to both the Twitch and the Discord. Come join us. Come have the fun. You also get notifications on whenever we go live with all our many projects. We also do a Vampire New York online LARP that you can join if you would like to. And we also do Pendragon and a bunch of other stuff. So join us there, and join us for next episode. Once we manage to figure out what exactly is going to happen to our Gangrel and Lasombra, as they may or may not cause some problem. Well, I wouldn't say die. Certainly,
No,
people are going to die. Exactly. Going to cause them die.
Yeah.
Look, the odds of one person dying are very, very, very high. Everyone else, hey, that's up to them.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, wish you all good night. And be careful, for there are things that walk their way through the shadows, sneaking around, desiring to drink of your lifeblood. And sometimes they're not so well hidden. And in those cases, Good luck.
And they are the shadow. What the heck?
Sometimes they're
Say-
hot.
Say bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.